Hello and welcome. I'm just preparing for a day out. When I say preparing, I mean preparing my tech. It's quite a major task, but I follow the guidelines that prepare, be prepared, failure to prepare, prepare to fail. So what gear will I be taking on my day out? Tomorrow it's a dawn till dusk fishing trip for carp, specimen carp, at my favourite lake at Sessay near Thirsk. The lake is on the complex called the Oaks, and I hope to fish willows. I fished this lake for many years and I filmed for many years, but it still needs preparation. So I thought I would share with you, run through the sort of equipment I take. My trusty cameras in the past for videoing have been these Sony Handycams. I have two of them, along with necessary tripods and a whole host of batteries and memory cards. These have been the stalwart of my videoing. So anybody that's watched my carp fishing videos from years ago will have seen things that I've filmed with the Sony Handycam. I then supplemented the Handycams with 360 cameras. Again, with spare batteries and largish memory cards, because 360 eats up memory. My favourite camera lately, the Insta360 Go 3. Now, it can come out of the chassis or the action part. and it becomes a peanut-sized camera, and this action pod becomes remote control should you wish, and this can be mounted on a hat, on a chest piece, but I haven't found any need to take it out to the case. I love the Insta360 Go 3. I've had two of them, kept one, and if I was to recommend a size, I would say go for the largest memory you can. I think it's 128 gigabyte at present. And of course, a recent acquisition, meta glasses with a camera in this corner. The case holds charge, so when the glasses run down, you put it back in the case, do something else, and it charges up. These are all cameras I use for photography of while I'm fishing or out and about, or filming my bikes. I do also have a dive case for my 360 cameras. I don't trust them implicitly. I use them infrequently. Here's a new gadget for 2025. It's a dive case for my Go 3. I'm hoping it's going to give me shots close in the margin of carp feeding. This innovation was purchased from a dealer that supplied surfers, so I guess it mounted on a surfboard and it allowed them to take footage of the surfer. I'm hoping it'll float this way up, have a line attached to it so it doesn't go out of control, and just leave it filming in the margin. So watch out for that. I couldn't mention filming without talking about drones. This is a hollow replica of my favourite drone, the Mavic Pro 1. I love it. I value it. I also have two Neos drones, one mounted in a bait boat for underwater footage, looking out of a clear panel in the back of a bait boat. There's the clear panel. And there's the drone inside. Who knows where that one's going to, how that's going to perform. I also have one other Neo, which is for flying, but I've never been out with it yet, so that's an unknown quantity. So with all these cameras, you need batteries, spare batteries, leads for charging out in the field. I use a 12-volt leisure battery with a little device that allows me to plug my cameras into the 12-volt device and recharge them. If you're filming while fishing and you want to film the take, i.e. when a carp takes the bait and runs with it, you need to be filming already or you're going to miss the action. So my key tip is to be confident, anticipate what's going to happen, point the camera at either the rod tip to indicate, the fish out on the water if it's possible to zoom in accurately, or point the camera at the reel. Presumably you've set the free line drag on it. On a bait caster you have a drag which allows the line to run freely when a fish takes the bait. So you need to film before the action actually starts. You won't have time to hit start and capture everything. Now that's my tip for filming the take of the action. Filming during the battle with a carp. I have mountains on my seat so I can attach a camera and point it in the general area where I know I'm going to be landing the carp in the water not far from my feet. If I'm wearing my meta glasses, it is possible to start filming each 3-minute segment. it is possible to start filming during any point of the battle. Can I just say, fishing all day from dawn till dusk, you're going to run out of batteries at some point, or the battery runs out mid-fight. Just as you want to change the battery, you're losing the action. So be prepared. Yes, it's demanding, but the effort is going to be so rewarding. I'll leave you to mull over what I've suggested about cameras and filming on a day out. Join me again soon.